I think everybody's probably in the wrong one, as I lost my entire audience. But we're doing reveal number 725 now. Reveal 725 is a 1960D small date paper roll. Should be pretty interesting because this one is Bankers Trust Company of New York, and I think it was just opened on the end to flip over a coin. I'm going to send out a message real quick. Because I think everybody's waiting for me in a different place, so I want to make sure that everybody knows. Okay. Yep, this is live. This one's live. I noticed that it was scheduled out of time order. But anyhow, here we are. Reveal a number 725. Next one in line, 1960D, small date roll. And we're going to get this one opened up, get it checked out, and see what's in there. I see Richard, Stephen, Dallas, and Mickey. I think everyone else got lost because this one was accidentally scheduled after the next reveal. I had to change times on some of the shows, and I guess I didn't get them all changed. They'll figure it out eventually. Well, if somebody wants to go over there and message. All right, Steve, I appreciate it. I'm going to give you a call after I get finished with the next show. Man, hard to get these things out of here the way that I would like to. Can somebody go over to number 726 and check and see if there's anybody in there and let them know that we are in 725? Okay, I'm just going to pop this the normal way. I figured since it had been opened on the end, the coins would come out, but they're not. They're not being nice. Play nice. Roll. There we go. Pick it right open with my plastic tool. All right. This one could come out really nice. A lot of possibilities. Yeah, Dirty Water was in there. He didn't see the numbers. All right, here we go. Coin number 1. Joe. Joe Cooper gets the first coin, and well, it is a small date, but it doesn't appear to be anything other than a kind of typical die chip in the 6. Look around, all around on these. Look at the reverse on the first 10 coins, but thereafter we're not going to bother because 1960D is hardly known for double die reverses, and this small date, I don't think we know of any double die reverses. So, yes, we could possibly discover a new one, but I am not going to blow everybody's time going through all of them. All right, here we go. Coin number 1 turns out to be a normal coin. On to number 2. Number 2 for Mr. McCumber. Thank you, Dan, for going over and rescuing our poor stranded souls. This is the same die as the previous one that we just looked at. So I'll flip it over here and we can see and look and see that we still got that little die chip in the A. Just the same thing again. Vinny, I'm sorry I misled you. I know you can't read. I should have told you exactly where to go. Oh, looky there. We've got a nice little double split serif RPM. You can see the little hump on the top of the mint mark. The little hump on the top shows us that we have two serifs split there, upper and lower. So, little nice RPM. Good thing to get the roll started with. This is coin number 3. So, we're pretty early in. Check the reverse real quick. See if we can discover a new double die. Boy, and I tell you what, the people who don't know what they're doing in coins, the trolls and bots that make all the AI stuff that they put on the social channels, they got some doozies out there. I mean, some real low-life failures. I think this one is a different die, and it is another. I believe this one could be number 127. Could be. Now Eric's going to go look. Oh. Let's flip it over and see what we have on the reverse. Got those heavy die scratches in E pluribus. I was saying could be number 127. It sort of kind of looks like it, but I'm not sure. Does that ginger make you a little loopy there, bro? Just a little on the loopy side. Nah, the deal was that I accidentally scheduled them out of order, and you just went to the next scheduled show. So it was my fault. I'm just kind of toying with you, throwing it off at you. Got nothing on that one. And that is for Farm Dog. Coin number 6 now, Paul Hampton. Yeah. Nothing on this one either. Give it about another 30 seconds. Well, Eric, I mean, it doesn't look like he's even in this show, so I expected him to pop back and say, yep, you're right, or it's not that one. Indigenous Treasures. Miss Bethlehem. I hope her dad's doing okay. Hope everything's going okay. They're in Lumberton. I have to send her a message. Ask her for an update. Ask her if I can broadcast it to the group. Canadian Roll Hunter, how you doing? Nothing. Nada nunca. Otis. Oh, got a filled 6, but that's all that one has. I do believe there's a chance we've seen this die. Or maybe not. Okay. Number 9, Alex Huarbe. Nice, clean-looking coin, but it doesn't appear to be an RPM. That's an earlier die-state coin for sure. It's a nice looking one. No doubling. No repunchment mark. See what we have on the reverse. No doubling. All right. Number 10 now. Dr. Thomas. Let's see where we go with this. Okay, give me focus. That is a very minor split upper serif. Very minor. Let's get a better bead. Let's get some light. Put a little light on the subject. You can see that split on the upper serif. Well, it is actually split on the lower serif too. So it's not quite as minor as I thought it was. That looks almost like number 118, but it's not. Okay, so yeah, this one is an RPM. A little more minor than most others, but it is. So what it is, it is. We treat it like it is. Number 11, Shiny Coin Guy. No RPM. No doubling. And away we go. Number 12, Stanley. Boy, the split on that serif is so tiny. I'm surprised I even saw it. Look at that. Yeah. Just this little tiny thing here on the lower serif. It does have a little tiny bit of a split on the upper serif too, you can see. But that is not countable. That's going to be just too minor. Fly spec stuff. Remember, Bill Fiva calls it fly poop. Digging through the fly poop. Doug Rezak. Let's see what he got. Check it in this direction first. Okay, got nothing. Nothing. It's just another one of the die chips in the 6. Nothing else. Just a bit outside. Ball 1. Chubby Pop Chaser. Now batting fourth for the home team. In the second rotation, Chubby Pop Chaser. Haven't seen him lately. He spends a lot of time at work. I can come on any time of the day and he doesn't show because he's busy. Gosh darn it. I like that guy. This guy, I like him. You know, I guess as luck would have it, I'm next because, well, Mickey's a part of the Internal Copper Coins team and he's down. Eric is a part of the Internal Copper Coins team and he's down. So that leaves me. both of them will live through it. Both of them are doing okay. Just had my cousin contact me about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. And my aunt is... Oh, look at there. A pretty nice RPM for you right there. My aunt is in the hospital. She's in the ICU. She has pneumonia and other issues. Respiratory stuff. She is not doing well. So I will be thinking about her more than anything else here over the near future. Sureg up next. There's one of them right there. Nice little RPM. Decent split lower serif. No, that's Dirty Water's way of praying. I appreciate it, sir. Although in creation, the artist who created that emoji meant for it to be a high five. It's like, way to go, Slam. Paul Hampton. Well, I really kind of hate to put it this way, but my aunt spent many, many years, over 40 years, as a heavy smoker. And she is probably never going to be real healthy. Whatever we do to our bodies as youth definitely comes back to us later in life. All right, another one of the RPMs right there. So we're starting to get a regular scheme of things here. Definitely got a repeater. Joe up next. Well, Joe's going to take a normal coin away for that spot, number 22. Only got one more reveal scheduled for today, and I will be taking care of that one immediately after finishing this one. Give you a putty break, and that's about it. Wow, look at that. You got a die crack running all the way across the head. That's kind of cool right there. Those really long die cracks. How many different obverse dies have we seen? I'm going to go with probably 5, maybe 6. I don't know. I'm not really memorizing them all that well right now. There's another one of the double die or RPMs there. You had me saying double dies. And that one for Sissy. Number 25, Farm Dog. Let's see. Oh, another RPM. That one for Farm Dog. This one's a different RPM, so we've got at least 2 different RPMs. Or maybe it isn't. That little die scratch there looks familiar. It's familiar. I'll have to be watching, because this one could be different from the other. Dr. Thomas. Another RPM. Yeah, I think this is a different die from the other one. So we probably have two different RPMs we're digging out of this roll. Let's see, what's number 27? A lot of nice looking coins in this roll though, man. These are pretty good. A little die chip between the T and the Y. That's a little less common than you would expect out of a lot of the memorials, but 1960 small dates are a different rule altogether. They don't play by the rules of the game. They tend to break and chip in places where other issues do not. Nothing there. Here's another one of those. That's definitely a die crack. Big one too. That probably turned out to be a split die. $29 back to Surag. Very clean, very cleanly struck coin there. Like that. Very nice. A pretty nice grade coin there. Just took it off to the side to look at. That's a higher end 65 or a 66. That's coin number 29. No RPM here. And there's number 30. Number 31. Back to Mark Thomas. And nothing on this one. That's the one with the break between the T and the Y. Number 32 on to Taco John now. Well, it's amazing how we went from finding a few decent RPMs to finding nothing in just a couple of coins. Oh, RPM, not an RPM, 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 not an RPM, not an RPM, not an RPM, not an RPM. Come on. Break the record. Somebody shut me up. Here we go. Carl. Carl gets to shut me up. And this is, yeah, it's that one. So we've got a few little die scratches to the southwest of the D, including a couple of them on the vest. And then we've got this one little tiny heavy die scratch right up here about halfway between. Yeah, just roughly, well, a little higher than halfway between, but the R and the N, R of Liberty and the N of in. Well, those kind of my markers for that RPM. Trip. Up next, you guys should probably be able to hear my dog. He's over here serenading us. Oh, that's typical. He decides to stop doing it as soon as I quit talking. It's only when I'm talking do I have to speak over him. When I'm quiet, he shuts up. Again, nothing on that. I would much rather be finding varieties, that's for sure. Just not seeing anything. Number 37 for Sureg. Nothing. That's 36. I'm sorry, not 37. I was looking at the number 37 on this one after I flipped it over. There's number 37, Trip. Nothing. Number 38, Wanda. Got nothing. What's going on? This one is the same die as the previous coin, I do believe. Well, howdy, Mr. May. I spilled the beans. I said that we're considering the possibility of doing a podcast and that we will probably at some point run a contest asking for people to reply to an email with a suggestion for a title so that we can use someone's suggestion for the title and they win a prize. Did I look at the obverse of this one at all? Even if I didn't, there's no RPM, so no harm, no foul. I'll get where I can't remember stuff at all, which is never a good thing. Coin number 40. One for Taco John here. Let's see what Taco John gets. If he gets to break our... There we go. Break our unlucky streak there. We got a little minor split serif RPM. 1960D small date. Don't know which die it is, but it's got to be one of them. 280 different repunch mint marks now listed for 1960 Denver. You say, oh, geez, man, isn't that about enough? Yeah, well, they probably used 500 or 600 die pairs. So get used to the idea that you might see more. Canadian copper pennies. I never really thought about it, actually, to be very honest with you. That's one of those RPMs there. That's the other die. We'll hang on to that one too. All right, number 43, Stan Horn. Stan Horn. Nothing going on there. Special guest. You probably know what was going through my head, but I ain't gonna say it. That's another RPM. That one for Sissy. All right, let's see. Doug. Normal coin for Doug. Number 46 now for Carl. That's an RPM. One for Carl. Another one in the books. Alex. Another RPM. This one's trying so hard to be a half and half roll. We'll see if it succeeds. I don't think it will. No, I don't think it has a chance. Mickey did not get an RPM. Now for coin number 49, Chubby Pop Chaser. Let's see what happens next. Nothing. Oh, Frank. Good day to you, sir. And the last coin in the roll goes to Alex Huarbe. And it is not an RPM. It's not, but it is one of those die breaks through the head. Some people would rather have that as to having an RPM. So, never know. All right, so I got this year stack of normal coins. And then I have some RPMs. Coin numbers. Names. All right. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. I will be back in about, I need a little break. I'm going to be back in about 10 minutes. Right at 4 o'clock Eastern time, we'll get started on the next and last reveal for today. I'll see you then.